Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. To all that have decided to subscribe to my channel, or watch any of my other videos, rate, comment, share my content on your social media platforms. Thank you so much for doing that. The love and support is awesome, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Many, if not all of us, should know that ignorance of the law is not considered an excuse, or does not mean that we have not broken that law, or should not be punished for breaking that law. Many times we may receive some type of leniency because of that, but at the end of the day, we still broken that law. And the same rule applies, in my opinion, to those things that those social issues that we may not be the most educated about or know much about. The issue that I have is that the resources that are available for us to become educated about those things are in plenty. Now, if you don't understand the issues or the things that the African American community goes through, the resources to understand that or to educate yourself about those things are on Netflix, on YouTube. You work with them. They're in your family in some cases. They go to your church in some cases. But the issue again that I have is that you may go on and speak negatively or say, I don't understand why they do these things, or I don't understand why they don't act another way so that they're whatever you may decide to say. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you take the initiative to educate yourself about these different groups of people that you may not know a lot about, then you won't sound as ignorant when you're saying those things. I know ignorant may sound like a strong word, but ignorance is just that. Ignorance is the unknown, you not knowing or not being educated about a certain things. We're all ignorant to different things. However, the difference is some of us will take the initiative to educate ourselves about those things that we don't understand, and others will speak negatively or not so positively about those things and not take the initiative to educate themselves. When it comes to the LGBT community, that's something that we see in the worst way. There are so many documentaries, there are so many videos on YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, whatever the case may be, you've got them. But the issue is many of us refuse to educate ourselves about those different groups of people that we may not know about. And what I'm just having this issue here. When it comes to the African American community, we want our fellow brothers and sisters in the white community or in other races to understand our pain, to understand where we're coming from, to understand why we're so frustrated with the way that things are going on. However, many of us have, LGBT family members, friends, church members, co-workers that we can speak to, we can talk to about, we can ask them about their experiences, we can ask them why it is that they feel on the inside, how they feel. We can ask them, how long have you known that you were gay, bi, lesbian, or trans? You can ask them, how is it that, I may have, I'm speaking about those of us in the LGBT community, we could say, how is it that, I was playing with dolls, I was dressing up in my mother's clothing, but I never wanted to be a woman, I'm still a man, so what is the difference here? Our co-workers, our friends, our church members they're there, and you can ask them those questions. I understand some may not want to sound disrespectful, but you don't want to sound disrespectful to their face. You're willing to sound disrespectful when it comes to you speaking to your other friends about those groups of people, but to their face, you don't want to sound disrespectful. You've got to renew your mind when it comes to those things that you don't know that much about, or you're not well aware of. We all can do better about educating ourselves. We all can do better about educating ourselves. Again, use the resources that are available so that when you speak about those things, you don't offend anyone, and then you don't sound as, I don't want to sound I don't want to sound mean, but you won't sound ignorant. because when you sound ignorant, it sometimes comes off as disrespect. And like I said in my last video, everyone deserves that common respect. If you don't understand, educate yourself. Again, the resources are in plenty. The resources are out there. Use those resources to educate yourself so that you sound educated about those things that you want to comment on or talk about. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you've got any topics that you'd like to hear me talk about, if you've got any questions, feel free to comment down below. My email is mojojojo.3020@gmail.com. I'm also on Twitter @jlee07. I'm also on Instagram, jojo_3020. Again, thanks so much for watching this video. Have an awesome day.